What's up, everyone? This is Dr. Stephen Hiron, the Director of Education at the New Human University, and I'm here to talk about our most recent blog post. It's the first of a three-part series bouncing off of last week's blog about what is the matrix. In that blog post, we discussed how the matrix is essentially context. It's in the background. It controls almost everything that's happening below the conscious threshold unless you're aware of context. Context is biopsychoactive. What does that mean? The container that you put something in has an effect on your biology and your psychology, and you don't even see it. It's the picture frame of the picture, and it plays a very important role, and most people don't know that it's happening. So this second blog post, next blog post, which is first in a series of three, is about how salutogenesis is fueled by context. So what is salutogenesis? Salutogenesis is this ancient primal force that brought the entire universe into existence. It has taken many different forms. People have called it, well, parts of its forms are eros, which is the driving force of evolution that sprung forth out of nothing. And now we experience salutogenesis as health, well-being, the force that drives a plant to grow, the thing that makes a child develop from a small little being into an adult, is part of salutogenic mechanisms. Now, salutogenesis is an opposing paradigm to pathogenesis, which is the study of pathology and illness. If you take away stress in a system, the system will return to health, and that is called salutogenesis. And salutogenesis is fueled by context. How can we understand that just a little more deeply? Well, here in this blog post, I go through some context that you'll need to understand. First of all, the Big Bang. From nothing came something. It's like as if a miracle occurred where nothing, absolute zero, gave birth to an entire universe of matter and energy. Everything that you see around you and everything that you can't see around you out to infinity sprung forth from absolutely nothing, including life. Life itself also sprang forth from nothing. And so why is this important? Well, again, context is biopsychoactive. If we understand that this form of nothing is injecting the universe itself basically with its life force energy, we can use that to catalyze our psyche. And so one thing I want to point out is that your body is like a machine that is operating at approximately like a 100-watt light bulb. But your mind is also an energetic machine that has a resource in it that is beyond, that reaches into the beyond from that nothing from which everything came. So your body is a thing, but your mind is a no thing that has access to consciousness itself. So this is going to become important in this next part. If something came from nothing, doesn't it stand to reason that whatever the nothing is had at least as much energy in it to give birth to everything? I know that might be a little complex. You can go to the blog and read it for yourself and really dig into that. But think about it. If nothing gave birth to everything, then there's something about nothing that is not nothing. It must be at least as energetic and powerful as all the energy in the universe. And we can use that fact, or at least that knowledge, to understand that salutogenesis has its source in the Big Bang. It has that much energy in it, and your mind is tied to that. If you can put your awareness on just your body, you have access to a certain amount of energy. But if you put your attention on a larger number of things, if you can expand your awareness and consciousness, then you're setting a context that has much more energy behind it. We're going to explore this a lot more in the upcoming the remaining two-part series, so stay tuned for that. Again, I urge you to just go read the blog post, and as we lay this out over the next 3 weeks, it'll become a little bit more clear about how we're fueling salutogenesis through context and why it's really important for what we call the salutogenic singularity, which I assert, and many are starting to understand why I'm asserting it, that it's the greatest discovery that human beings have made to date. I think you're going to love this. It's going to be mind-melting, mind-blowing. Hang with me for the next 2 weeks, and we will change your mind and your brain just through biopsychoactivity in these next upcoming blog posts. Glad you're here.